Not the regular date we would have in court, but tomorrow's a holiday, so court will be closed tomorrow on Friday, November 10th. We're going to do review hearings first, so if you're here for that, your name's going to get called. Come up to the table to the right. We're going to review your file with you as to your progress on court orders. All reviews, please.
Emily Ann Bricker, Jacob Burchett, Amanda Hicks, Jerry Raines, James G. Thompson, Alexis Kane, Whitney Piles.
Okay, on Emily Bricker, I'd like for her to do a urine screen first. Okay. What happened last time, so let's get a urine screen today.
Yes, sir. One out there.
Jacob Burchett is here. 22-12-62, 21-15-81. Get a report.
Yes, sir.
20-14-47. You're going the path now. How's that going?
Good.
So you're going to be going to sober living?
Yes.
On Monday, Your Honor.
Okay, so you found, because you were looking for a place to look like.
Yes.
Now, have you got something down in Ironton too that's still pending? Or
Yes, he's
what's
got
going on?
an upcoming court date on the 29th in Common Pleas.
Okay. All right, well, what I'm going to do then here, he's done, other than finish his treatment, and this common pleas ordered you to treatment also as part of your bond there.
They told me to stay in it, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to complete your files here since common pleas is supervising you also. I'm going to mark you completed in this court and let them follow you with regard to completion of your treatment that you're doing. So your files are marked completed here. Good luck.
Thank you.
Common pleas.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Amanda Hicks. 12-18-04, Amanda Hicks has not appeared today. She still has things left to do. So there'll be a warrant issued for failure to appear. She usually comes late anyway, she comes, so we'll see. Jerry Raines, 08-1003. Mr. Raines has done community service toward take care of his files.
Your Honor, if I may, he turned in community service this morning, and I believe it was enough to finish his cases out.
Okay. You'll need to check back with Mr. Cooper if he verifies that. What I'm going to do is give you another hearing date. If he verifies that your community service is valid and that it's enough hours, then you won't have to come to that next hearing. Okay? Just check with him before then. I'll set it for December the 18th.
All right.
If it checks out, you won't have to be here then at 9 o'clock.
All right, thank you, sir.
You may be completed. James Thompson. 23-306. He's at RRS. That she had good screens and you're compliant with your counseling sessions. So it's a good Good report. And you paid your fines. So, the only thing you have to do is finish up this counseling. Looks like things are on track to do that. I'll go a little ways further out for your next hearing. I'll set it for January the 12th. So we'll come back then, I'll get a review report as to your counseling. But it sounds like things are going well.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See you on January 12th. Alexis Kane, 23502. She was supposed to be at Bethesda outpatient.
She's been compliant this past week, Your Honor, since she spoke to her on Friday. I don't know where she is.
Okay. Well, she had, last time she was here, it was not a good report, but you think she's doing better now?
She's been compliant since Friday, yes. Her send-offs are consistently very high for alcohol.
Okay, yeah. Well, she's got a week to get in here before a warrant issue, so you would inform her of that. There'll be a warrant issued in 7 days if she hasn't appeared by then.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Whitney Piles. 19343. Is that Southern Hope? She's looking for a job now?
Yeah, I have an interview tomorrow, actually.
I'm sorry?
I have an interview tomorrow.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
You've done your community service, and you still have fines to pay, but you can work off. I'll let you work off.
I'm paying on it today,
Okay, how much are you paying?
20.
Okay, I'll set your next hearing. This is an older case, so I'll set it for December the 11th,
Okay,
9 o'clock.
thank you.
You're welcome. See the clerk for that kind of thing.
State of Ohio recalls inmate record.
Can you have a prescription for Martin? Okay. She has a good screen then. $23,601. Is at Hometown.
She's doing
That's a
very
good report.
Yeah, she's doing very well in treatment.
Very good. Now, I suspended your fine, you just have to do the court costs if you complete treatment.
Yes, sir.
And you're in sober living now.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Are you working, or do you have enough time to work, or what's going on with that?
I'm working on getting one now, yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll go out about a month, and I'll see you back then.
Okay.
Let's make it December the 8th. December the 8th at 9 o'clock will be your next review. Okay, good report, thank you. Keep it up.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we're going to start the new cases now. How many do we have? Okay, if you're here for the new cases, there's only 2 here. We have some coming from the jail. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you choose to make statements, the statements that you make are on the record. They can be used against you if you admit something about your case. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail, to make the state prove any charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Those are your rights. If you're asked for a plea and enter guilty or no contest, you're waiving those rights. You shouldn't do that. If you are confused or don't understand the proceedings, if you want to have a trial, if you want a lawyer, any of those reasons, or if you just don't know what to do, enter a not guilty plea. That's the safest plea you can enter. You can always change your plea later. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Elizabeth Hatton, case number TRD 153975.
What was the name?
Elizabeth Hatton. You're Elizabeth Hatton?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Sorry.
Ms. Hatton, it looks like you missed a hearing back a long time ago. November 30th, 2015, on a driving under suspension case. And got a warrant issued because of it.
I have paid all of my fines, and when I called Columbus, they never mentioned this one. I had no idea that this was even going on, and a lady, Olivia, said that it was a mix where I had changed from Reimer to Hatton. Also, in your files, you guys didn't have my full social, so it wasn't showing in the system, like on that end. So Columbus didn't even know I owed you guys.
Yeah, I'm not showing that there's been anything paid here. Did you pay something here?
No, I mean, here's the thing is, I've been clean 5 years now. I racked up a bunch of charges a long time ago, and I took a loan out whenever I got financially stable and paid everything, thought I paid everything off everywhere in the tri-state. And apparently this was like a computer glitch. I didn't know that I even had this until I went to make a police report and got arrested. And
Okay.
they were like, you have a warrant, you know? And I thought maybe it was like a error in
You
the
got
system.
$160 is all you owe.
Yeah, I know. I would have paid it when I took the loan out to pay everything else, you know? So it was just a complete
Can
mess
you
up.
pay anything on it today?
I can make a $20 payment. I was going to ask the courts. I get paid weekly, but I just paid my mortgage, so I don't have the whole $160. I was
Here's
going to
what
see
I'll
if
do.
I could do like a month.
Just what I did with the other people. I'll give you a review hearing, and that's what actually happened before. You had a review hearing you didn't show up for, got a warrant issued because you didn't show up. I'll give you a couple months set for a review hearing. If you pay it before then, you don't have to appear. If you haven't paid it, you got to appear, and I'll even let you appear by teleconference.
Yeah,
As long as you're
that'd be
making
great.
progress, we work with everybody that is trying to get
Yeah, that
things
would be
done.
great. I just need 1 month, sir. I could
Okay.
make like a $50, 53. I think I added it on my phone in 3 weeks. I could have it paid.
I'll set it for January 12th, so that gives you 2 months.
That'd be awesome.
January 12th at 9 a.m. If you've paid it off before then, you don't have to appear.
Thank you, sir.
So if you have a payment today, see the clerk, which is to the right, make a payment on your case and pay off the balance before January 12th. You won't have to appear then. I'm withdrawing the warrant today.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Too.
State of Ohio versus Christina M. Nunez, case number CRD 23636. Christina Nunez.
Oh, you're welcome.
Christina Nunez.
Christina Nunez was personally served with a summons to appear today on a menacing charge by Deputy Atkins of the Sheriff's Office. She's not appeared today, so a warrant's going to issue for her arrest for failure to appear today. Okay, we have some pre-trials to start. When the Sheriff's Office gets here, we can do the arraignments we have with them. Roger Smith is here.
Yes.
He doesn't have one.
I have a prelim.
James Childers.
This one we continue to take
Okay.
children's
That's
services.
them.
So what you really doing?
They don't know, they just call it.
Okay.
And I'm like, do you want me to do your files?
You will scream.
Sorry, through.
State of Ohio versus Ty A. Grantham, case number TRC 231258, A and B.
This is Mr. Morford's case. It's set for a pre-trial today.
Judge, I'm going to have to ask you for a short continuance. We don't have the video available to us yet.
Okay. I think those are on a link now.
Yes, Judge. When Missy responded to our demand for discovery, October 11th, she said that she would forward the video evidence when it becomes available to her. I don't guess it's become available to her yet, Judge.
I don't have any indication in the file that the video is available yet.
Okay.
And Judge, did you ask Mr. Grantham for a copy of his insurance policy, I think?
Now, let's see what the citation says. Oh, it did say, actually, the citation says he had proof of financial responsibility.
Okay.
So it's not necessary. Yeah, it's marked that he did have proof. So, just to, do you have a preference, Mr. Morford, as to when to come back?
I don't, Judge. I'd just like to make sure that the state has enough time to...
How about December 1st?
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, that's good for you, Mr. Morford?
Yes, Judge.
All right, December 1st will be the next pretrial at 10 o'clock.
Okay. Are you doing...
State of Ohio versus Megan Ison, case number CRB 23623. Megan Ison. Megan Ison.
Mr. Morford's case,
Did not check in.
well, it's set at 10 and it's 9:45, so we'll recall after 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Charles Martin II.
Okay, we'll call it, and I don't think, is Attorney Tyler Smith here?
He is not, I haven't seen him.
He's not here yet.
He's on the way.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Michael Poe, case number CRA 23659. He is now lodged in Wood County County Jail.
All right, Mr. Poe had a extradition proceeding. He had waived extradition. Well, actually, he must have posted bond. And he's turned himself in Boyd County.
That's correct.
That's kind of surprising because I said bond at 100,000.
Mr. Sowers posted the bond.
Okay.
And Mr. Sowers has already been notified.
All right, the warrant's been withdrawn, so the case here is dismissed.
What your mom won't do for you.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Caldwell. Brittany Caldwell, case number CRB 131057, CRB 131153, A and B.
Caldwell is here, represented by Mr. Morford on the sentencing docket, and she has been in treatment at Bethesda.
Start.
Okay, so sounds like we have an issue.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me impress upon you, because maybe you don't understand, because I think you got a case in common police court too, don't you?
I've been sentenced.
She said she's been sentenced, Judge. What did you receive there?
You've got a possibility of treatment in lieu of conviction, or, is that right? But you also have the possibility, if you mess up, of going to prison. Sometimes I think people don't, I mean, to me, that would scare me to death. I just had Corey Little. Let's talk about Corey Little as an example. He had felonies in this court on preliminary hearing, and he had prior issues with this court and the common police court. Very young guy, in his 20s. I arraigned him on the screen. We agree, everyone agrees, the prosecutor, defense counsel, and he's saying, I need to go to treatment, I want to go to treatment. And we agreed to send him to treatment now with an ankle monitor, which you have an ankle monitor on, right? So this, pay attention and believe me when I tell you. So I'm telling Corey, look, Corey, if you're going to be tempted to cut the ankle monitor and run from treatment, you're better off just staying in the jail. Don't go to treatment and cut the ankle monitor, because you're going to get 3 years in prison. It's guaranteed you're going to get 3 years in prison. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I won't do that. He didn't stay 24 hours. He cuts the ankle monitor off and left. He just got sentenced, I'm told, last week. I was wrong. He didn't get 3 years. He got 7 years in prison. You should be scared to death. Your husband should be scared to death for you, but apparently he's not. You are in a precarious situation. You have to do everything right. You can't skirt the guidelines. You can't try to go over the edge of the white lines. Oh, I need some cigarettes. Go run and get me some cigarettes against the rules. What the heck are you thinking about? You can go to prison over this. Do you understand that? You're not scared about that?
I am. I don't want to go.
I've never spent the night at Bethesda, but I got to believe it's a heck of a lot nicer than prison. You're surrounded by nice people that want to help you. When you go to prison, you'll have to watch your back 24/7. You do not look like the type of person that's going to do well in prison. You need to get scared about this and get clean. You can get clean, you're doing it, but you're also trying to, and I don't know if it's your husband, maybe you need to make some changes there, if he's part of the problem. So what's the state's position? You're not only answering me, you got to answer to Judge Ballard. So you got to get past me and Judge Ballard. I mean, is the state okay with her staying in treatment, or what do you want to do?
Well, Your Honor, based on that she has tested negative, it looks like she has made a very good effort, but obviously that's not good enough. But at this point, I think the state would agree to let her stay in treatment just based on the facts.
Okay. So you're getting the second chance. Sometimes we all need second chances, but I don't know how many more chances you're going to get. And tell your husband, when you have any communication, to stop calling the staff and berating them, belittling them, bullying them. He's going to cause you to fail. Does he want you to fail?
No.
Does he have a substance use problem himself?
Yes.
Okay. Well, maybe he needs to get in treatment himself. And that's going to be a problem for you later. I mean, at some point, you're going to have to decide, who am I going to hang out with? If you hang out with people that are using, the chances of staying clean are pretty low. You got to get people out of your life that are going to be users and encourage you to use. Because I know that's what happens a lot of times. People like, your old friend says, hey, it won't hurt you to do X, Y, and Z. You can do that. You can't go down that road if you want to stay clean and if you want to stay out of prison. Okay, I'll let you stay at Bethesda, and you're still willing to work with her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you, Mayor.
Let's come back December 1st.
Every word that he said to you today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are December 1st, 10 o'clock will be your next hearing on sentencing.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio recalls Megan Eisen, case number CRB 236230.
This is Mr. Morford's case set for pretrial.
Any notes at all? I don't even know. I know you've asked for discovery, so have you reviewed that? If she wants to plead, then she can take a plea. Uh-huh.
Do you want to contest this or you want me to like a suspended jail sentence? Before they'll sit in jail, I'll have you drug tested. I will not be in court. Do. She's going to change her plea.
Can you go to them? Okay, 6 months suspended and probation. Yeah, okay.
Is it 10?
I think 10, civil community service, just, maybe just say her standard. Okay. One more thing. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Judge, I believe we reached a resolution for your approval. She's going to change her plea to guilty.
With the, for a recommended sentence.
The standard treatment, Judge, I believe this is a first offense.
Okay, is this, because it says something about, it makes it sound like this was a pattern of activity over a period of time. Is she an employee, or they just thought she was doing this?
Yes, Your Honor, she was an employee.
Okay.
You've been terminated.
Yeah.
And she lost her employment as a result of this, Judge.
Well, I'd like to know a little more about this. Was this, because I mean, it's very brief what's in the affidavit, but was this, she's doing this for friends or family, or what, do we have any indication on that? Why, or
We
what?
do not, Your Honor.
Is there any way we can find that? Because it makes a difference to me if she's doing this purposely.
Sure.
Versus if she's negligent or, you know, careless,
That's
that's
what I'm looking for.
not really theft.
It isn't.
But if she's doing it purposely, then it is theft.
Discovery.
Can we contact somebody at Walmart and see if we can get a further report on it? And it's also, to me, I'll just say this. If she was doing this purposely as an employee, I think there's more culpability there than someone that's just shoplifting, because, I mean, that's a violation of position of trust. She's been placed in a position of trust as an employee, and you violate that. I think that's more culpable than somebody that's just a shoplifter.
If I may, Your Honor, I do have a narrative from the Sheriff's Department that
Maybe that'll
says,
help me.
dispatched to Walmart for a theft by an employee. Upon arriving, loss prevention informed them that the female had on several occasions not scanned products and walked out the door past the point of pay. The female was identified as Megan Eisen. They interviewed her and explained that she was terminated and not to come back on the property. And then also informed that there would be charges pressed for taking the, so it looks like she just.
She's doing it for herself.
She did it for herself and walked past, without paying.
Okay. Well, my typical thing now on these cases, I don't see any reason not to do it here, is to have her do a urine screens, because I get so many people that are dirty on urine screens, and that's the reason they're shoplifting. So I want her to go do a urine screen, and then I'll do sentencing after we get the results.
Thank you, Judge.
Go out in the lobby to the left, and you'll do the urine screen and come back.
State of Ohio recalls Charles Martin II, case number CRB 23484, and Bailey.
Okay, yeah, just let the judge know that.
May I approach your Honor?
Yes. This is set for a pretrial today. Up till now, I don't think Mr. Martin's had a lawyer. You still not have a lawyer, sir?
No, sir.
And you've been going to counseling at RRS?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, he's doing great in counseling.
Okay, it says you're compliant. Negative screens. This is a domestic violence from August.
Okay.
So he's not finished though.
No.
So, you're still welcome to, I don't know, are you working, sir, or?
Yeah, yes, I do deliveries.
Okay. Because I don't know if you didn't ask for an attorney, or I just said that on the notes I made that you were going to hire an attorney, but that hadn't happened. Do you want to be considered for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
I have to determine your gross annual income. Are you paid a salary by the hour? How do you get paid?
Just by the delivery.
Who do you work for?
DoorDash.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much do you make in an average week?
It used to be around 400, but it went down to about 250 now.
Okay. During COVID, you were probably making more?
Oh, yeah, during COVID, it was like 1,500 a week.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel, then. Mr. Morford, I'll appoint you to represent Mr. Martin. It's a domestic violence charge. He's been going to counseling for a while, as a, I guess we'd say voluntarily or condition of bond. I don't know if there was any I didn't make a note if there was any promise as to what happened. Kimberly Taylor is the complaining party. Is she a girlfriend or what?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. He's doing well in treatment, so that's always a good thing. So is there agreement to allow him to continue to do that and waive time constraints?
We'd waive.
Okay, come back in another month,
Please.
December the 8th. Okay, continue with your counseling, you're doing good. I think that'll help with the outcome of your case. December the 8th will be your next hearing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Michael H. Tracy, case number CRB 23-548.
Michael Tracy is Mr. Smith's case, Tyler Smith, set for pretrial.
Okay, and I see it said, could not take continuance anyway, so I just said. Okay, just continue it then. Okay.
Your Honor, this one had a video that I sent to Mr. Heald, and I talked with Ms. Neville. I think we just need to reset it so I can discuss it with him because it's pertinent to his defense. So
I think you want to come back.
We can do that pretty shortly. I assume that.
Well, let me see what would be the date that's not terrible. 17th now, because we had a jury trial and that's out. So the 17th would be a good date. All the other dates other than the 22nd, which is a Wednesday,
Right.
are pretty booked up.
17th is fine, Your Honor.
17th?
Yes.
10 o'clock.
November 17th for pretrial at 10 o'clock.
I have a question.
State of Ohio versus Leah Maynard, case number TRC 23671 A and B.
Leah Maynard is Mr. Treving's case, pretrial motions is what I have.
That's correct, Your Honor. I had emailed the motion up to be filed last week. It doesn't appear that it has been, so I'm going to check on that after court and have it printed. I emailed it to Mr. Heald as well. I presume at this point we just need to pick a date for the motion to have the hearing.
Okay. The 17th is a good date now, so that
17th of
November,
May.
next Friday, or a week from tomorrow, actually.
Fine by me, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll set it at noon for motion hearing. Noon, November 17th.
State of Ohio versus David M. Nguyen, case number TRC 222648 A and B.
David Nguyen.
David Nguyen, did not check in.
Your Honor, I believe you would excuse his appearance today. It was just
Yes.
on a matter, we've had the motion hearing. It was just as a matter of potential arguments on the motion. I'm fine with submitting it.
Okay.
I don't want to put Ms. Neville in a potentially a bad spot here on this. And I've got no issues with just submitting the motion, or out the brief, and letting you make a determination based upon the parties' briefs.
Well, apparently I've already done that, because there's a judgment entry in the file October 31st.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that, Your Honor.
Yeah. So, it looks like it was mailed on October 31st. So we need to set, yeah, I set it for a pretrial today. So I denied the motion, so we need to go forward with it. Yeah, the judgment entry denies the motion, set it for a pretrial today. So we need the defendant here for the next hearing.
Okay. We can maybe set this to 17th.
Right,
for
November
pretrial.
17th at defendant's request for another pretrial at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Jonathan Sifford, case number TRC 2313 or 132 A and B.
All right, this
This would be the
one
same.
was set for argument today, possibly.
Yeah, and I'll waive argument, Your Honor, on this, just have the court enter a ruling.
All right, this is submitted to the court. I'll review the memorandum and issue a decision.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Megan Ison, case number CRB 23623. Megan Ison.
Okay, this is Mr. Morford's case. We need Mr. Morford in the courtroom. She had a clean screen. So that's good. Okay, so what is the state recommending as far as a sentence from the side?
The state would recommend, I think, as Mr. Morford alluded to, the standard the court uses, which I believe is 10 days, community service fines.
Okay. And Ms. Ison, you have the right to make a statement to the court if you want to before I sentence you. You're not required to make any statement. If you want to make a statement, you can.
She doesn't care to make a statement, Judge, thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to give you, I'm going to give you suspended jail time, but I'm going to double the community service from what I would do normally for a person who is a stranger to Walmart. You're not a stranger to Walmart. You're in a position where they hired you, and I do consider that to be worse than if somebody off the street comes in and takes something. It's just like, you know, somebody in a position of trust violates that position of trust. That is more culpable in my opinion. So I'm gonna give you a $200 fine, which is more than what it would be for a shoplifter. Court costs, 10 days in jail. I'll suspend all 10 days on the condition that you do 60 hours of community service. That's 10 days of community service, and we have a community service program here, so you can work any day but Sunday here at the court. And actually there's you can do Sundays at the dog pound in Ironton if you want to work on a Sunday for community service. But here at 7:30 any day you can come in, get a day of community service done, which you have to do. I'm going to set a review hearing for you for May the 10th of next year, so it gives you quite a while to get this all done. If you get it done, you don't have to come to that hearing. That hearing is just to make sure that people do what they're ordered to do. It's a check. If you have stuff left to do, you have to show up, explain why you didn't get it done. If you don't show up, you automatically get a warrant. Just get it done, you don't have to worry about it. So May the 10th, you're going to meet with Mr. Major, who will be your probation officer. I'm putting on 2 years of level 4 probation. But when you finish everything, you don't have to come back. Your probation will terminate once you've finished everything you're ordered to do. I'm also ordering you to stay out of Walmart's as part of your probation. Any questions? No? Mr. Major's office to the left, out in the lobby, go left to the open counter, will be right in front of you. Meet with him, get some paperwork. After you've done that, you're free to go.
This is 9 o'clock review, but like I said, if you get all this done, you don't have to come in. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State law versus Timothy Cogan, case number CRB
And we're gonna
23420.
get that information
Did
out
not
there.
check in on that.
And we're gonna get that information out there.
Get
Okay.
The information that you wrote down, we're gonna get that out there.
All right, I'm going to order the clerk to send a letter to Mr. Cogan advising him that his date was changed. If he may have been erroneously told the 10th, which the court's closed tomorrow. I'll reschedule it for December the 15th and have the clerk send a letter.
Good work.
Okay, we've got some prisoners coming from the jail, several. We're going to do them in person today, but they haven't arrived yet, so that's all we've got left to do. Court will be in recess till they arrive. Pastor?